Hello learners, and welcome to week 2 of U.S. History Reconstruction to Present. This week we're going to be completing units 1.1, 1.5, 1.6, and 1.7. And I know some of you have already completed these because I just said, just start working, get a feel for the course, and that's wonderful, okay? You're going to be making about 3% progress per week. Now, if you look in the course, there are dates beside the different assignments. However, they even give you dates over like holidays and different things like that. So I kind of make this pace up, and as long as you're making about 3% progress per week, but it's not a bad thing to work ahead. It's a wonderful thing. Okay, so don't be afraid if you want to do 8 assignments a week and you do well on them, that's perfectly fine. If you're struggling with something, reach out to me. I'll give you some feedback, and hopefully, you can use that feedback and you can do what you need to do to get a good job on, or do a good job on the assignment. But like I said, I do make a pace chart just because they have you working over the different holidays and it kind of confuses some people. Okay, so the big concept you're going to be learning about this week is equality. And one of the big people that's mentioned in your lessons is Harriet Beecher Stowe. She's a huge abolitionist, so she was in favor of ending slavery, fought to end slavery. She was upset at the thought of slavery. She vowed to bring the issue to the American conscience. She interviewed slaveholders, fugitive slaves, and anyone else who had directly experienced slavery. She put all of her thoughts together in a book called Uncle Tom's Cabin, which you may have heard about, possibly even read. And she was a powerful force in turning America away from slavery. Okay, so let me show you this brief video clip here.
He wants to be noticed.
Don't they all?
In the spring of 1833, Harriet and 2 friends crossed over the river into neighboring Kentucky. She had never before visited a slave state.
We have this fine specimen here. What do you get? 25? 50? We got 50 going once. 50 going twice. 50 sold to the gentleman here. How you gentlemen doing this nice warm Kentucky day? Gotta keep this thing going.
What Stowe sees there is a human thing. She sees these people, they are human beings. She's confronted with it in such an intimate way, and I think that never leaves her.
Harriet Beecher Stowe, who's probably one of the best known abolitionists because she wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin, was a young mother who lost her son, and her son Charlie died of cholera, and she kind of connected that loss, her loss of her child, with a slave mother's loss of their children. And she wrote the book that really changed the hearts and minds of many Americans, because she put slavery in really human terms. She really humanized the experience of slavery for many Americans, and really won over people in writing that book.
Harriet Beecher Stowe wrote Uncle Tom's Cabin shortly after one of her children had passed away, but she had been it had been bubbling in her for quite a while, and after her son passed away, she poured all of that emotion and life and energy into the book. I think she said that she didn't even feel as though she was writing it. She felt like somebody else was sort of giving her this message to put onto the page. Hopefully people who watch the show will take away from it the sense that she was a real person, and that I think it's easy for the humanity of historical figures to sort of get lost over the course of time, but that she was just an ordinary woman who was able to create a piece of art that then genuinely had an effect on the world.
Now, obviously that was a show, but I just wanted to show you a video clip of, what she went through, what other people were going through, fighting for, equality to end slavery. Okay, I want to show you the Google Classroom here. If you go into the Google Classroom, which many of you have already, and you are in obviously to watch this, you'll see a pace chart that I created. The Zoom session, this will be a recurring, the link, and you can just go in and click on it whatever time we'll meet or whatever we may meet. You can go in and click on it and it'll take you to my Zoom room. Hopefully most of you did the important information, and you'll see sectionalism and war, which is what you clicked on for today. And I'm going to try to label it like 0.001, 0.002, and then it'll just go down the list. I'm going to try to keep it under topics. You can see here that right now we're under sectionalism and war, and then growth and innovation would be the next topic. So once we're done with all the topics under sectionalism and war, I will make a new one with the growth and innovation. And then that way, if you have a question about a certain assignment or something that you need to look back on, you can go into that specific topic. Or maybe you just are a little confused about what's due and what we're on. Okay, so I just want to kind of throw that in there. I'm going to, like I said, try to keep it a little bit more organized this year for those who may have had me before. Okay, so if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out. Please make sure you're staying on pace, you're completing your assignments. And like I said, there's lots of ways to reach me. It's under the important information if you need to go back and watch that again. Okay, thanks. Have a great week.